Hello everyone, welcome back to McCAD by Pooja. In today's SolidWorks tutorial, we are going to design this elegant parametric wave vase using advanced surface modeling techniques. We will create the smooth organic shape, generate the flowing wave pattern around the body and finish it with a realistic appearance. So if you are interested in improving your surface modeling skills in SolidWorks, this project is a great one to follow along with. So let's get started. Click on File, New, Part. Okay. So first I would be creating the main profile of the vase, and for that I'll be using a surface revolve feature. So first select front plane, sketch, select the center line, set the orientation to vertical, infinite length and place it at the origin. Now select style spline. And here I'm using a style spline instead of a regular spline because style splines provide smoother curvature with fewer control points, and using fewer control points reduces the chances of unwanted curvature fluctuations, which makes it easier to create clean organic shapes and helps achieve a more aesthetically pleasing surface, and which is especially important for a design like this parametric wave vase. So click here, point number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Press escape. Select this point and the origin. Make them horizontal. Now select smart dimension. Select this point and the center line. Enter 65 here. Click on point number 2. Enter 120 here. Now select point number 3. 80 mm. Point number 4. It is 50 mm. Click OK. Now the gap between the point 1 and point 2 is 30 mm. The gap between the point 4 and point 3 is 35 mm. Point number 3 and 2, this gap is 65 mm. So now as you can see on the screen, our sketch is fully defined. Let's go to surfaces and click on revolved surface. Click OK. Now the next step is to create the wave profile. For that, go to features, reference geometry, plane, select front plane and the offset distance is 50 mm. Click OK. Now select plane number 1 and sketch. Select center line, vertical, infinite length and place it at the origin. Now select center line again and draw one center line from top to the bottom edge. Select center line one more time and draw another center line on the other side. Smart dimension. This gap is 6 mm. This gap is also 6 mm. Now in the search commands, search for segment. Select 8 here and click on this line. OK. Search for segment again, 8, and this time select this line. OK. Now select line and start joining these points. Select this point and this point, coincide them. Now select fillet, fillet radius 10 mm, click OK. Now our sketch for the wave profile is ready here. Exit sketch. Now select front plane, sketch, select line and draw a vertical line. Exit the sketch. Go to surfaces. Select lofted surface. Right click selection manager and select this curve. And click on this as I need to select the entire wave path as a single continuous edge. Now OK and click OK. Select plane number 1 and hide it. Now go to search command one more time. Type move copy bodies. Select it. Select this body. Rotate. Rotate about this edge. And rotation degrees 3. Click OK. Select trim surface. Clear selection. Trim tool, select this body and surfaces to remove, select these two surfaces. Click OK. Now select this surface and hide it. Rebuild it. Now click on lofted surface. Select this edge and this edge. Zoom in. So now, as you can see on the screen, my start and end constraints are none, and the transition here between both the edges is very sharp and less organic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it to tangency to face, start and end both, and I'm gonna change the value to 5. So now by using tangency to face, the loft becomes tangent to the existing vase surface at the connection point, and this creates a much smoother transition, making the wave appear as if it naturally emerges from the vase rather than being attached to it. And since this is a decorative organic design, maintaining surface continuity is very important here. So now click OK. Select planar surface. Select these edges one by one. For the bottom side also. And click OK. Now click on net surface. Select this entire surface body. Click on merge entities and also click on create solid as we are going to solidify this. OK. Now it's time to select this other surface body and click on show. Select this wave and hide it. Select planar surface. Click on this circular edge and this bottom circular edge. OK. Now net surface. Select this entire surface body. Merge entities, create solid. OK. Now select this other solid body and show. Go to features. Select circular pattern. For direction, select this circular edge, and bodies to pattern, select this wave body. Number of instances we have 60 and click Okay. So now as you can see here, we have 61 number of solid bodies. So search for combine here so that we can combine these individual bodies into one body. Click OK. And now it's time to create the internal cavity, and since the vase is rationally symmetric about its central axis, I'm going to use a revolve as it is the most efficient way to create a smooth and uniform inner surface. Select front plane, sketch. Select this solid bodies, hide it, surface revolve, sketch 1, show. Click on convert entities for construction, select this one and click OK. Now select offset entities and click on this construction spline. Offset value is 3.5 mm. Click OK. Now select line, horizontal, vertical, horizontal again, and then join these 2 points. Select smart dimension. The gap between these 2 points is 10 mm and that is going to be the base thickness. This is 8 mm. Now click on trim entities and select this part. OK. Now select solid bodies and show. Now go to features and click on revolved cut. Axis of revolution is central axis. Click OK. Right click, collapse items. Now select the sketch one and hide it. Now if you see, we have some sharpness here. So for that, select front plane, sketch. Select the solid bodies, hide it. Sketch 1, show. Here select midpoint line and draw a line here. Now select center line. Draw a horizontal center line here. Select smart dimension and this angle is 15 degree. Select this line and for construction click on that. OK. Now select offset entities and select this line. Reverse the direction and offset value is 2 mm. Click OK. Now go to surfaces and select revolved surface. Axis of revolution, select this one. Click OK. Now select this sketch one and hide it. Click on the solid bodies, show. Now click on cut with surface. Select this surface, flip the direction and OK. Now select this surface and hide it. Rebuild it. Now select fillet here, 10 mm. Select this base surface, OK. Select fillet one more time. Change the fillet radius to 2 mm. Select this edge and click OK. So as you can see on the screen, this transition here has become very smooth. Now select fillet one last time, and here let's try a standard constant size fillet, 0.5 mm, profile circular. Okay, now select this bottom face. Click OK. Now notice how the wave terminations create slightly awkward transitions near the bottom edge. While the fillet technically works, it doesn't blend naturally with the organic shape of the vase here. So let's go to the fillet again, edit feature. Let's change the fillet radius to 0.4 mm here and profile curvature continuous. Click OK. Even though the radius is slightly smaller, the transition is much smoother here in case of curvature continuous fillet because the fillet maintains curvature continuity between the surfaces, and this creates a more natural flow and preserves the aesthetic quality of the wave pattern. And I showed you this comparison here because I felt like this is a great example of why the choice of fillet type can be just as important as the fillet size. And in case of organic and surface driven designs like this parametric wave vase, a curvature continuous fillet often produces a much cleaner and more refined result. And with this, the modeling of our vase has been completed. Now for the final touch, let's give it an appearance. Appearances. Let's select metal this time. Let's change the display style. And that's our parametric wave was completed in SolidWorks. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and learned some useful surface modeling techniques along the way. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with your fellow CAD enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next design tutorial.